So, so how do you go about this? I need to edit this video. So, yeah.
We essentially don't know what we are doing.
All right. So today is not the usual video I used to make. My wife is here on set. We want to do something unusual. It's not scripted. We just want to have a conversation with you, and we are not even sure exactly what topic or need to talk about. So we are in that middle of deciding what should we talk about. Should we talk about business, finance, marketing, sales? And the interesting part of it is that we are both in marketing. I do digital marketing. She does combination of e-commerce and digital marketing.
Yeah.
I know you guys want to see her face, but we wait forever. But I know that in the course of, if we get good reactions and comments from this video, I'm sure she wants to put her face out there so that you guys can see my beautiful wife.
Amen.
So how do you go about this? I need to edit this video. So yeah,
We essentially don't know what we are doing,
but we know what we are doing.
but we also
Don't
know
let us
what
confuse ourselves.
we 100% don't know what we are doing, but we also know what we are doing. Okay, so let's just question of the day. So normally I would randomly ask you questions off camera, and then you give some very brilliant responses. And I thought, okay, why not we just record some of these answers, because sometimes my ears are full and I feel like more people need to hear about what you're saying. You have sense more, but don't let the pride enter your head.
Oh my God.
So I think because it's the end of the month, let's talk about how people spend their money. Let's talk about finance. Like, how would you advise a salary earner that is receiving, say, an average of 80,000 naira to 100,000 in this economy? How do you advise them to manage their money, knowing that transport fare is there, feeding is there, they'll probably have other things they want to use money for? So how do you manage it and still save? Because savings.
So I think I should just start from the saving part. Because we watch YouTube videos on you have to save, no matter how much you earn, you have to save. So what if you are in a situation where the money is not even enough to take care of
It's not enough to save you.
it's not enough to save you. Talk more of saving from the money. But I think the major idea is that you have to know exactly the first part of it is being aware of where you are. Because most people lie to themselves. You claim or you are acting on faith and denying the fact. It's very good to act on faith, Okay, I believe that by the end of the month I'll make more. But I think it's first start from realizing where you are, knowing that okay, my salary is 80K. If I divide 80K by 30 days, how much do I have left? Let's say 90K. So that means 90K divided by 30 days. That's roughly how much? That's 3K per day. That means you have to survive on 3K per day. How do you now survive on 3K per day? So there are two ways I will look at this. It's either you are trying to survive on 3K per day, or we are looking at how you can increase. So when it comes to salary, it puts you in a box. And that's why most time I advise people to take a job that would allow you do other things. And even if you are not doing other things, or even if it does not allow you to do other things, you are on a journey to ensure that your situation does not remain like that in the next 3 months. So let's say I'm working a job now and I'm earning 90K per month. And there's nothing I can do about it in this world. I will ensure that at least I'm learning a skill that will ensure that, or that will put me at a pace that in the next 3 months, I'm not still earning that 90K. Is either I am learning a skill to add to the company such that it can increase my salary, or I'm learning a skill to have other jobs or other offer that I can probably do in the midnight or at night. Let's say you are learning graphic design. That could be a side also for you. So you could get jobs from there. And you can't even tell at some point the money you're making from that can even surpass the money you are making from your salary. So my advice is that know how much you are earning, understand how you can manage it. That's the first aspect. Then don't overshoot yourself. Then also live within your means. Then start learning something that can ensure that in the next 3 months you have other sectors of income.
But
So
everybody cannot be a business owner.
you said?
Everybody cannot be a business owner.
So I'm not talking about so the idea of why do we even why have we always focused on business owner? I think for me, what I'll be looking at is learning a skill. Everybody can learn a skill.
But what if the job does not give you time to actually have a side hustle?
Oh, people claim they don't have time. Okay, can anybody learn graphic design? No matter how busy you are,
Yes, you can.
you can. So even if let's say you come back from work by 11 p.m. and you just promise yourself that I will dedicate 30 minutes learning design every night. If you do it for 30 days, you would have enough knowledge to pull off the design. If you do it for 30 days consistently, so once you get home by 11, you shower, you eat, or let's say by 12, so you dedicate 12. That's the worst case scenario. Let's say you're living in Lagos, 12 to 12:30, you learn. And you probably have somebody putting you through. You're not just watching random videos. Somebody is putting you through, okay, do this task, and you do it. In the next 30 days, you have an idea. And there are several tools and several technologies that can aid your learning. AI is there for content. I believe that one major, I wanted to do a video on this skills or business you can start now, and the next 30 days will start earning you money. And the first on my list is social media manager, because to be a social media manager does not require so much. If you are already using Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, you are already. So it just takes, and it might start from just volunteering. If I want to volunteer for this, and on the job, you learn. Then in the process of it, you see people that just like your dedication. Most times, it's not always about how good you are. It's about how dedicated and intentional you are. So opportunity comes to people that are intentional and dedicated much more. So you can be very good, but you take job lightly. You don't take it serious. You won't still get opportunity.
So the solution is don't just stick to what like the money you're expecting from your salary.
Yeah.
As much as you have the salary, you should create a side hustle that gives you, more fun so that you can grow and not, repeat the same cycle and all that. Okay, that's actually
And to add to it,
okay.
So I always think of life as focus. Whatever you focus on, you grow.
Yeah.
So if you focus on lamenting on the fact that your salary is not enough, you will keep being in that cycle. But if you now shift your focus to how can I make more, other things will open up for you.
Okay.
And I always say that if anything you want to achieve in life, if you can only try to help other people achieve it, along the journey, you achieve what you want. That's where volunteering comes in.
Okay, what of in terms of workers actually putting in the work in their workplace, probably to get a promotion, to grow, to expand? There's that. So you can also talk about that, where you can probably study more, say like an accountant, to get your ICANN certificate, to do your ACCA and all that, or maybe have a BSc, go for your master's.
Yeah.
So and it gives you the opportunity to also pitch yourself for other big positions and roles like that. So I think that also counts. That also works. Then
so
like
before you move from that, there's something I was telling my staff yesterday. I said there was a guy that came to work with me. The guy was very dedicated, very hardworking. But I was telling him, I said, I can't promote you. And he was feeling very bad. But I had to tell him because the first aspect is that he's very good. He's the kind of person you want to promote, but he doesn't have a leadership mindset. He cannot take initiative. So there are many people in a job.
Exactly.
They are very, very good.
I have that experience.
But they don't get promoted, not because they are not good. And they're also wondering, why is it that? So your salary can be increased, But there's another level when you get promoted. Promotion comes with salary increase.
Yeah.
Defaultly.
Yeah.
So I said, if you can't take initiative and think for me when I'm not around, I would rather employ an admin to come and lead you.
Exactly.
I can just add something to your salary.
Yes.
But the amount I'll pay the admin will be far more than what I'll pay you. And the admin will not be doing as much as the admin.
Sure.
So people have to also learn the soft skill, how to grow out from being so good at the job to being able to manage people and think for the, for your boss or for your employer.
True. I think we have more people that just want to do the job and leave, and they forget the fact that if you're actually bringing in more than not all bosses are wicked.
Yeah.
There are bosses that really think and be like, no, this person deserves more. This person deserves. I have a staff like that. I've promoted her. I've increased her salary like 3 times. I even told her. I said, I didn't tell her this, but I told myself that anytime she says she's leaving, I am ready to times 3 her salary.
And she doesn't know about this.
She doesn't know about it. But if she tells me any day that I'm leaving, I know that I am ready to times 3 her salary. Okay, where are you leaving to? How much are they offering you? Can I double it? Because she's a very good asset. She's working with me for more than a year now.
No.
So she's a very good asset, and she's not somebody that can just lose like that. But there's somebody that if she says she's going, I don't care. I will just put out.
Like you're even waiting for.
I'll just put out this. No. Replace immediately. Like I don't care. You're not doing anything. You're giving me headache.
So people complain that there's no job out there, but there's a kind of person you employ, and you never want the person to leave.
Exactly.
So most times, we've had that experience. Somebody was begging for a job, and the person got the job, and it was like, wait, I thought you were begging for this job. And it's not because you can't perform the job. You don't just put in your energy. There was no passion around it. Yeah. So people feel, okay, I'm just going to work and get paid. But they forget the fact that
you actually have to do the work.
You have to do the work. And then there's something you become in the process of doing the job. Exactly. So no matter how good you were when you join the job, or when you join the business, in the process of now carrying it out, you become better.
Exactly. Yeah.
So people are not focused on the becoming, they focus on what I can get. Yeah. Let me get my salary. So if your employer is now requiring more of you, you think they just want to use you. Not knowing that whether or not people use you, you become what you become. And whatever you become is already part of you. It follows you wherever you go.
We will continue this conversation. I'm just waiting for 1 hour. How many minutes are we talking?
It's not like 30 minutes.
How many minutes is supposed to last?
Maybe just end here. Let us end this here. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We are all here for you. We spoke about finance today, and my wife has this full of questions. So our questions are always inside here. Once you open it like this, you can get the best. You understand? So we still have a lot here. Alright guys, thank you so much. We'll see you in our next video. So drop a comment for us. Let's know if this was worth it and what you want us to discuss in the next video.